Real quick before the video starts, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete. Two things. The title card says slasher, but this movie, Blood Rage, also goes by the title slasher. Also, if I look a little rough or sound a little rough in this video, unfortunately, my wife MG and I were diagnosed with COVID a few days ago. We both are vaccinated, so the symptoms are somewhat mild, but we're both not feeling that well. So, again, if I do sound a little rough and look rough, I do apologize. Still, I hope you enjoyed the video. Happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. Hello, everybody. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete, and this is my movie series, Nails in a Coffin. First off, it's Thanksgiving week, and I really want to say thank you to everybody who's been checking out my videos and has subscribed. I'm very thankful for it, so it is very much appreciated. So, what am I going to talk about this week? Well, it's none other than the Thanksgiving Day slasher Blood Rage, also goes by the name Slasher. The movie opens up with shots at a drive-in, and there are a lot of scenes of a bunch of people getting it on with their significant others. So apparently, nobody's going to watch the movie. I've never been to a drive-in, so it looks like I've been really missing out. We do get an early cameo in Blood Rage by none other than Ted Raimi, Sam Raimi's brother. Now, he's in the bathroom, and he's not selling drugs. He's selling condoms. But the way they portray the scene, you would think he was selling crystal meth or cocaine or anything. Because he opens the vest, and, he's got all the different types of condoms in there. And one thing I find kind of gross is one customer goes into the bathroom with his tub of popcorn, puts it down, and then goes to buy the condoms. But quick little cameo by Ted Raimi selling condoms. After all those scenes of the couples getting it on, we take our next shot into a station wagon where Maddie is making out with her boyfriend in a station wagon, and she has her twin sons in the back just sleeping. And obviously the boyfriend wants to keep going. Maddie, the mom, is not too sure, but he's able to convince her that they can continue to do what they're doing because, the boys are sleeping. So they continue to make out, and as they're making out, the twins, Todd and Terry, sneak out of the back of the station wagon and start, walking around the drive-in. Terry, who turns out to be the evil twin out of the two, finds this hatchet in the back of this truck. He takes the hatchet over to another car where he sees this man and a woman in the middle of some coitus. And the guy sees Terry, yells at him to get out of the way, get out of there. Well, Terry takes the hatchet and kills him really fast, smacking him in the head with it, killing him quickly. This first kill happens about 5 minutes into the movie, and I'm going to give this young teenager who is in the middle of some coitus getting killed, I'm only going to give him 2 nails in the coffin since he was kind of distracted. He could have stopped what he was doing when the kid was kind of creeping on him. Didn't really do much else when the axe was coming down at him. So I'm going to go right down the middle and give him 2 nails in the coffin. One thing that I did find kind of odd was after the death happens, Terry takes all the blood that he has on him, wipes it on Todd, puts the hatchet in his hand, and he starts blaming that Todd did it. Meanwhile, there are people surrounding around them right now, and they see Terry putting the blood on Todd, but they just go along with it. Also, nobody is trying to pay any type of first aid to this man in the car who just had a hatchet hit him in the head. Now, granted, he's probably dead already, but they were just kind of standing there staring around. This leads on into the whole crux of the movie, is that Todd goes away to a mental institution because he was so-called framed for this murder, and Terry is living free with the mom. So our next kill happens at 20 minutes into the movie, and it is Maddie's boyfriend, Brad. By now, Terry and the mom know that Todd has escaped, so they're all freaking out because they all think that Todd is the actual killer, with the exception of Terry, of course. So Brad is Maddie's boyfriend, and he's in his office making phone calls and whatnot, trying to help Maddie out, seeing if they can track down Todd. Brad is killed, like I said earlier, about 20 minutes into the movie when Terry surprises him from standing behind him, cuts his hand off with the machete, and then the screen cuts away. Most of the kill was off screen, but I'm still gonna rate it, seeing as how that we pretty much know what happened. I'm gonna give Brad 2 nails in the coffin. He really didn't do anything too wrong or too stupid. I don't like how he had this big sliding glass door behind him in an office. And maybe it's my own paranoia or whatnot. I really don't think it's wise to have that much of an open space behind you where just anybody can always walk up behind you and take advantage of you. Obviously, he didn't know anything like that was going to happen, which is why I'm only going to give him 2 nails in the coffin for not really reacting when Terry surprises him or anything of the such. So, 2 nails in the coffin for the boyfriend, Brad. At 22 minutes in, we have our next kill, and it is Jackie. Jackie is one of the people who work at the mental institution. He is there with Dr. Berman, and they're at Terry and Maddie's house. They're at Terry and Maddie's apartment complex because they're thinking that's where Todd most likely is going to show up, since he had recently escaped from the mental institution. Jackie is sitting down by the porch, smoking a joint, just kind of relaxing. Terry walks upon him with a bloody machete held behind his back. Jackie's not too sure if it's Terry or Todd because, they are twins, but it's got no sense at all. He's talking to Terry. Terry just takes the machete from behind his back, sticks it through Jackie's stomach, and kills him. You know they're twins. If you're not really sure on who is who, and you already know one of them is a killer, again, no sense of wherewithal or anything. So I'm only going to give Jackie 1 nail in the coffin because he pretty much just let Terry walk up in front of him with a bloody machete behind his back and stick the machete through his stomach, killing him. Didn't really do anything else of the sort. So 1 nail in the coffin for Jackie. Dr. Berman is the next to go, and she is Todd's psychiatrist at the mental institution. So she's in this wooded area looking around for Todd, and then she sees Terry walk to her with this bloody machete in his hand. She doesn't do anything as he's walking towards her with the bloody machete. She just has this look on her face like, doesn't do anything else, doesn't run, doesn't try and fight. She just stands there frozen as Terry walks towards her. Her kill, again, was mostly off screen, but I'm still going to rate it, seeing as how a lot of the kills in this movie are off screen. So, Dr. Berman, I'm only going to give you 1 nail in the coffin because you didn't do anything. You just stood there with your mouth, agape, staring at him, screaming, didn't run or anything. You know he's got ill intentions since he's got a bloody machete, but you did not do anything. You just stood there. And it winds up that she was cut in half. So, just standing there not doing anything, and if you've seen any of my videos so far, you know that's not going to get you nailed. So, Dr. Berman is only going to get 1 nail in the coffin. Right around 36 minutes in, Todd is at the apartment complex, and he finds Dr. Berman. He's not sure what's going on, but you can see he's trying to piece together what's going on right now, seeing if he can find out what's really happening. There are a few more kills, but they're off screen. It is Bill and his girlfriend, Julie. They're killed off screen, so those I'm not going to rate it at all, seeing as how you didn't even see Terry really approach them or anything to actually see what happened. So for Bill and Julie, I'm not going to rate those kills, but they did happen. At 54 minutes in, Greg and Andrea are the next to die. I'm going to rate their kills together, seeing as how they were naked on a diving board, having sex when Terry walks upon them and kills them. Greg is on top of Andrea on the diving board. Terry walks up, scares them. Greg jumps up, gets slashed with the machete. Andrea's in shock right away, and Terry slashes her with the machete, killing them both. They really didn't do anything. Granted, yeah, they were distracted, because who wouldn't be distracted if, we were doing what they were doing. So, again, I'm going to shoot that one right down the middle and give Greg and Andrea together each 2 nails in the coffin for their deaths, seeing as how they really didn't do anything too stupid, but they were distracted, so 2 nails in the coffin for those two. Artie is next to go at 59 minutes in. He's a friend of Terry's. Now, again, they all think that Todd is the evil one and Terry is innocent. They're looking around for Todd, trying to capture him since, he's an escaped mental patient who's a killer. Artie and Terry are walking in this wooded area. They come across this little bridge overpass, and Artie finds all these bloody tools that Terry has been using to kill everybody. Artie picks up this serving fork, looking at it because it's got some blood on it, hands it to Terry. Terry standing behind him. But before Artie can do anything, Terry takes the serving fork, sticks it in Artie's neck, and stabs him to death right in the throat, killing him. I'm going to give Artie 2 nails in the coffin. Granted, you should have had more awareness going on around you, because there is a killer out there. You find some bloody tools. Really shouldn't trust anybody around you, especially if they're having twins. But being so foolish, I'm not going to punish him too much. So Artie, I'm going to give 2 nails in the coffin for being surprised and stabbed in the neck for the serving fork. We're at the climax of the movie now. Todd and Terry have gotten into a little skirmish trying to fight each other. They knock each other into a pool, and Terry's on one side of the pool as Todd is getting pulled out on the other side. Maddie shows up, and if you've watched this movie, you already know Maddie is far from being mentally stable. So obviously this is something that runs in the family. Maddie sees Terry standing across from the pool. She has a revolver in her hand, while Todd is being pulled out of the pool by Terry's girlfriend in front of her. Terry's looking at his mom, and the mom just starts shooting him, killing him, and he falls into the pool. Terry, I'm only going to give you 1 nail in the coffin because I didn't see you do anything. You see somebody, granted it's your mom, hold a gun at you. You don't move. You just stand there saying, Mom, Mom, and you didn't do anything. And I'm really going to give him 1 nail in the coffin because you're really not that much of an intimidating killer. You were really kind of lame. You're not really scary at all. So, Terry, for just standing there and being shot to death with no movement, no awareness at all, Terry, you're only going to get 1 nail in the coffin for being killed by your mom. Shortly after that, we have our last death in the movie. The mom is consoling Todd on the floor, thinking, hey, it's all over now, it's all over. We got him, we got him. But the mom thinks that she shot Todd because she doesn't know by now that Terry is the evil one and Todd is the innocent one. So she's telling Todd, hey, we got him, it's okay, Terry. Todd is like, no, it's me, Todd, it's me, Todd. So obviously this sends the mom over the edge because according to her, she just killed her innocent son because she doesn't know that she killed the evil one. Todd gets up, he's punching the wall because he's all upset. And Maddie takes the revolver that she has, it's got 1 bullet left into it, and she kills herself. Maddie, you're getting 1 nail in the coffin because you committed suicide and you didn't do it saving anybody. Maddie, you're only going to get 1 nail in the coffin. Well, there we have it. 1987's Blood Rage. Kind of a short movie. It's only about 1 hour and 17 minutes in. Really not too long. It clocks in 1 hour and 22, but the last 5 minutes are really stretched out credit scene. And you can kind of tell it was for a padding. It's a pretty short movie. Would I recommend it? It's a cheesy 80s slasher, so most movies are worth at least 1 watch. I wanted to cover it because it is Thanksgiving, and it's one of the few Thanksgiving Day slashers that out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do appreciate you checking it out. I will be getting back on the Chucky train. I know he's going to be happy, and I'll be covering Cult of Chucky next week. So happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for all you guys who are watching this. I really do appreciate it. I'm your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete, and remember, with great kills, there must also come great nails.